Okay, so Arthur, let's flip it a little bit then. Okay, say you were in Venezuela. How do you feel about what the states did, capturing their president and taking care of him, shall we say?
Yeah. I don't want to talk about all of these cases one by one in details, but just to have a broad view. I have a basic question from both of you. Now, you think the running engine or the philosophy of everything in the world is just money and power, or the other option is human rights or life of civilians? Which one do you think is now running the whole world?
Which one has always been running the whole world? It's always been the same answer. It's not just now.
Exactly.
So exactly, the story of today is exactly the same.
No, no,
But
no.
in
You can go
order
back
to
100 years.
satisfy,
World War I was about what?
yeah,
Yeah, but that's not
exactly.
today. That's over
But
100 years ago.
yeah, but these days that based on these double standards, you need to hide, or those powers need to hide the core. The core is just their lust for money and power, but they want to cover it with the issues like, I don't know, weapons of mass destruction or drug dealing. I mean that the life of civilians and the human rights is not important for any of them.
Well,
What they care is just money and power. But they want to satisfy their own public opinions. And
are
they
are,
say
are
that in Iraq there are weapons of mass destruction. I don't know. In Venezuela there's drug dealing. But I just believe that these are just the covers for that core of money and power.
okay? So were people better 100 years ago as a human being, or is it the same thing today, according to you?
Yeah, no difference. There have always been some oppressors.
There's
Means
no
they are not
difference in
satisfied
human
with.
beings between 100 years ago and today.
No, this question can be answered in different issues and aspects. But I'm just talking about those bullies, oppressors, and those who are not satisfied
Yeah,
with their money and power. Means they just want to have more and more.
yeah, you said people should respect each other, whatever else as a human being, human rights, and all this stuff, right?
I said, but yeah,
Okay,
but
but what I'm saying to
these
you is,
cases.
yeah, you're talking about the government again. But what I'm saying is that how many stories did you hear from 100 years ago compared to today about human beings killing each other because they're messed up in the head? How many times have you heard about that in like 100 years ago?
I'm not trying to compare the past with the present. I'm just talking about the present, okay? Whatever you say about the past is right. But now I'm
But
just
I
talking
asked I
about the
asked
present
you what's
issues.
the difference between now and 100 years ago, and you said there is no difference in people.
In oppressors and the people who are imperialists, yes, there is no difference.
I'm
Because
talking
there are
about
always
human
some
beings,
power.
regular people, not the government, nothing to do with that. I'm asking you as regular people.
But the regular people, yes, they have been more educated, or
When?
then now they have access to more information today
So
compared
you
to the
don't you
past.
don't you don't think people are crazier today than they were 100 years ago?
These questions cannot be answered easily. I
Of
don't know.
course, it could be very easy. Just look at the numbers. What's the divorce rate 100 years ago compared to today? It's totally flipped over. Why is that?
Mm.
I don't think
There
that's got.
are more people. There are more people on antipsychotic magic. Oh my God, medication. More people on antidepressants now than there have ever been
Like Arthur, can I
in
ask you,
our
how old are
whole
you?
lifetime.
25.
Okay, so that's probably why, because you wouldn't remember in like 1980s, maybe even the early 90s, you would hear of somebody maybe getting murdered, and it would be news for 2, 3, 4 months. If you hear about the news today, there's two or three a day, and then tomorrow you already forgot about it,
Yep, that's the news
right?
cycle.
And that's not the government. Those are human beings, like you said. So what happened? What changed? There is a change.
No, actually, I mean, the behavior of these human beings are affected by the system that they are living and also the system that's controlling them. You can't say that this is just an individual issue.
Okay, so when did people start getting controlled? How
And
long?
also, to add on to Mavakaga's question, why are you being controlled?
Yeah.
Can you be your own person? Can you choose peace over violence? Or are you just controlled by the system? Why is that?
Hold on a second. Number 4, you could jump in anytime. You're saying the media. But well, the question is, when did it start? Even the media. When did it start with the media then? Number 4.
Hey,
Just a little bit busy.
How you doing?
Hi there.
Yeah, you're welcome to speak anytime as well. Sorry I didn't say hello to you earlier.
Yeah, so what's the question, if I can elaborate?
Well, when did everything change? When did people start getting so crazy?
Like recently, in the last years.
So what happened? What happened? What made this change come about?
exactly why?
For me, I personally think it's the media.
Okay, so
You're right.
what's their plan?
So let's talk about the COVID. So they started to spread COVID, and then the media itself started to let people feel that it's something dangerous and the symptoms, and it started to spread fear to people, and that's how depression started. That's just a small example.
Okay, so my question to you is, what started all this divorcing between two people that are supposedly in love and getting married? Why has the divorce rate gotten so high nowadays? Even 20, 30 years ago, way before COVID. What happened?
I know the answer to that. I know the
Well, I know
exact
you
answer,
do.
but let's
I want
somebody
to see,
else.
yes, some foreigners, what they have to say.
Yes.
Well, divorce has increased in the name of independent.
That's it?
I don't know, but
No,
I
they
feel
don't.
like they just don't want population to increase, and they want to depopulate
Who?
the entire.
Who wants to depopulate?
Already. I mean,
Yeah, but I understand.
the ruling family.
But
Yeah,
if two
exactly.
people are married, why would they want a divorce? What do you mean depopulate? What does that have to do with two people being married and then wanting a divorce?
They don't want children. They don't want increase of population.
They don't want children, but the woman or the man will get a divorce and go for another man or a woman. So that theory's out the window.
It wouldn't work that way. They don't want people to really get married and have children, and they don't want population. That's the thing.
So you're telling me what's a fact? What do you mean a fact? That's your opinion. Are you telling me that when two people get a divorce, they don't go looking for somebody else? They're not interested in sex anymore?
Not really. I don't think so.
Wow. Brian, you believe that?
Well, no, I don't. 75% of divorces are initiated by women. And it's only because they are looking for the next best thing. And they already have somebody lined up. Women will not go out into the void. And you can be the best husband. You can be so friendly and so, helpful and do things around the house. But if a woman becomes bored, you're just not good enough.
And Brian knows this as well, because we spoke to a few people the other night here on Hello Talk and from China and everywhere else, that when the woman really wants from the guy, once she gets enough from him, she moves on to the next one. And it's, number 2 was talking about power and money. But you'll be amazed how many people, even on here, will admit that they jump from one guy to another. Once the money runs dry, he's out of here.
Yep.
Back in the 50s and 60s, the woman would stay home and cook a meal and take care of her husband. Now, forget it.
So like she's running behind her advantages, benefits, money, title. That's what okay, you mean to say like the woman mentality has changed from back then?
Oh, it totally flipped the script.
No. When a woman is no longer stimulated, when she is no longer excited and falls into a routine, that triggers her brain to say, I need to find the next best thing. I know how they work.
But what's the reason behind this? I mean, why did her brain stimulate this?
Because they look for chaos. Women look for chaos. And I'm not saying all women,
The majority.
but most.
Majority.
The majority. They look for chaos. Why do you think they watch TV dramas? Why do you think they watch reality shows? Because it's all chaos. It's all chaos and arguing. And, I mean, wouldn't they like the Real Housewives or Sex in the City? It's all drama because that is what women love. Because when they don't get enough stimulation in their life, and you have a good man that just provides, or just, I mean, I'm a victim of this. I got divorced from my wife. How long ago was that motherfucker out? Like 2 or 3 years ago?
A couple years ago, something like that,
yeah. Yeah, something like that, right? Because what?
You believe that the source of chaos is the woman. But how about 50 years ago, if you believe that the source of this chaos, so the same things could have happened 50 years ago. The source is the woman.
because now he said 75% of the divorces are caused by the woman. Before it was more towards the man, but now it's the woman.
That was my main conclusion, that you cannot put the whole blame on individuals, okay? It is an interaction between the system and also the individuals. For example, in this case of family, okay, it is clear that throughout all of these years, there has been so many attempts to destroy the concept of family with those LGBT or with just trying to advertise. So the system is trying to destroy the family, and it finds so many solutions to advertise LGBT, to advertise pets instead of children and family, to advertise white marriages or sex
but
out of
if
family.
a man and a woman get married, the system does not dictate how she's going to feel once the money runs dry. At the end of the day, it's her choice. Nobody's going to tell her, you know what, you're getting a divorce. She's going to make that decision for herself.
No, I'm not.
But she will go to her female friends. Yeah. She will go to her female friends to seek validation to get divorced and say, oh, he doesn't make me happy. Oh, I'm not happy. Oh, he's not exciting anymore. Oh, girl, you just need to divorce him and move on and find another man. And that's what ends up where your 50, 60, 70-year-old cat ladies.
But isn't she going to be influenced by the propaganda?
Of course she is, because women are prone to propaganda and feelings. Because, again, most, not all, women only want to run off how they feel at the moment. They don't think logically. Women are incapable of thinking logically. And I'm not saying all, but most.
Well, exactly. Like back then, we don't used to hear about the term called feminism.
Yeah, that's a completely another thing.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get banned after tonight.
You won't. Don't worry about it. It's just conversation. It's not like you're swearing.
No, but it it's a lot of people that don't want to hear uncomfortable truths, and then we'll just say, "Oh, well, I don't want to fucking talk to you anymore."
Yeah, well, I mean,
See,
that's the
it's-
title itself. The title speaks for itself. If they can't handle the title, there's many other channels here on Hello Talk they can go to.
No, but the whole point is that people will get pissed because I speak against what they feel.
Yeah, but you're spitting out facts, so it doesn't matter.
I'm spitting out facts, but people don't like facts. They don't like it.
Well, then they move on. Well, it's got nothing to do with what you're saying. Truth hurts. Okay, so be it. These two guys aren't going to
And
run
that's
away.
how-
These guys are asking questions, and we're just answering questions. That's all.
Sure, yeah.
Don't worry
Yeah,
about
I
it.
get
Don't be threatened by any system, man.
Oh, no, I'm not threatened. I'm just saying there's a lot of bullshit people on here that will try to ban me just to spite me from what I'm saying.
You won't. Don't worry. Don't keep mentioning it, or else you're going to give people ideas. Just don't worry about it.
I know, right? Yeah.
You know what I mean? You saw that you already got unbanned last time for that exact reason, so don't worry.
Yep, that's probably why.
So number 2 and number 4, you understand, or are you still asking questions, or not sure about something?
No, we got
Yes,
the point. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I got the concept of this.
about getting banged on this app. So if you just keep saying I'm gonna get banned, okay, you will get. But number 3 is right. Don't worry about that one, and just go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. Just forget about it. Number 5, MD, Bangladesh. What's going on? Number 5.
Yeah, I'm doing perfect. What about you,
Good.
guys?
Good. Did you hear any of our conversation, or did you just join us?
No, I just joined here. I just joined here, so I don't know what are you talking about, guys.
What I want to ask you is, why do you believe the divorce rate is so high nowadays compared to 50, 60 years ago?
All right, so
No,
You left.
I disappeared quick. But you know what?
I wasn't
my
waiting for
guys,
this.
So really, truly, I really feel that the most loyal woman is the Asian woman, and I know you know that. However, a lot of American women, that's exactly what I'm talking about. They're just, oh God, can't even say.
Yeah, but Brian,
You
it's not. It doesn't matter the nationality, because you remember the other night we spoke to a Chinese girl, and you saw how whack she was, and she even admitted she's looking for a guy for money. You remember that one?
Oh, yeah, of course.
She flat out admitted it,
Yeah, she did.
and she said
She
when the money runs
absolutely-
dry, she's gonna go to another one.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's what we're talking about. Number 2 and number 4. It's like it doesn't matter the nationality. It doesn't matter what country you come from. It all depends on the person. And as Brian gave you the numbers, 75% of women are the ones that are looking for the divorce, not the man.
But Mavakaga, how did you get such a sweet woman? Such an exception. Such an exception.
I rolled the dice and got a 7. What can I tell you?
A 7? No, you got like a 15.
Well, no, I mean when you roll dice, it's a lucky 7.
Oh, you got lucky 7. Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I thought you meant 7 out of 10. No,
No,
I
no,
meant
no, no,
15.
no. I didn't crap out. In other words. But again, it's all a matter of getting to know somebody, and even you. I mean, you think you know somebody, and the next thing you know, they can just turn around so easily, right?
Sure, absolutely, and that was my situation. I mean, now what is that? 7 years ago? My God.
Yeah.
And I had met her. I didn't get married until 2022 or 3. I can't even remember. But you and I have been talking for now 6 years. 6 years, bro,
Yeah,
and like
it's
2 months.
Mm-hmm.
We've been friends for 6 years, man. That's crazy.
It's been a long time. But even
It has been.
number 2 and number 4. Even if you say let's say you had to go to court and there was a woman judge.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Would you guys be more nervous if you had to go up in front of a woman judge or a man judge, or it doesn't matter?
For me, it does matter. I prefer a man to go in front of a man that judges instead of a woman.
And why? What's the reason?
A woman can always change. I mean, her nature, her hormones. She might be moody, especially nowadays. Like in my practical life, I always find it hard to go in front of a woman in any administration place, etc. Because I always get the bad reflection of treatment, I think, processing work, etc.
Okay.
So I prefer a man.
Okay, number
honestly.
2.
I always disagree the extreme conclusions. For example, what number 1 said about women not being capable of thinking or not being. This is an extreme conclusion. That is not right. But
you
on
should
the
have
other
said
hand,
something when he was here, man.
no problem. So we have a proverb in our language. We said that human being has got 2 ears and 1 tongue. That means that you should listen twice you speak. So that the ratio is also fixed in my conversations. As I said, this is an extreme conclusion. That is not right. But on the other hand, it is also right that the behavior of the woman is affected by the hormones or the based on physiology.
Yes.
So if you went to court and he had a choice between a man or a woman judge, it wouldn't matter to you what they are?
You can also have a judge, a man who is a judge and who is not fair and who is not just.
I know. So I'm asking you, what would you, if you had the choice, it wouldn't matter, right?
No difference. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So are you married?
Yes, I am.
So if you had to go to a divorce, and I don't know how it works in Iran, if it's the same as here in the States, whereas the woman gets half, or she can get 75% of your, your money, your house, whatever. Is it the same there in Iran?
The half is the same, but the woman should prove that she cannot continue the life with the man, I don't know, because of addiction or because of some problems, not just because of her choice.
So that's the difference. She cannot just get a divorce just because she wants one. She needs a reason.
No. There are so many consultation processes. Means it's not like that you go to the court and say, I want to divorce, and they say, okay, tomorrow everything is okay. No, it's a process. You have so many consultations, with so many psychologists, and then the judge is going to make the final conclusion that if she is able or not able to continue the life with that man.
So that might be one of the reasons why you don't see it exactly as the way Brian was explaining it before.
So that's why I say the system and also the atmosphere that you're living is also very important, not just the individuals. Means in your society, the system stimulates that individual to get divorced, destroy the family, and then start a new relationship. But the system in my country is going to impede that process. So that's why I say there's always an interaction between the system and also the individuals. You cannot put the whole blame on one of them.
But Brian, did you hear what he said when you were on mute? Or I don't know if you left the phone or...
Oh, no, I absolutely heard.
Yeah, he said he didn't agree with you. So, yeah, what do you say?
Well, the system here in the United States, I don't know how in Canada it is, but the system is set up to protect women. And no matter what they do, they will always get preferential treatment. For example, there are predators. There are male predators, but there have been a lot more strings of female predators. But the male predators get 10, 12, 13 years in jail. And I'm not condoning predatory behavior. What I'm saying is that the men who are set up in stings, and they're not even talking to a real minor, they get 10, 12, 13 years in jail. The women here who actually do the acts with minors get like 4 to 5 years in jail. How is that fair? Well, because, the system is set up to favor women, and it's absolutely true. It's just like divorce.
To protect women.
Correct. Yep. Because they're innocent little creatures, but a lot of them are actually really monsters.
This is also another point. I mean, again, the cover is to protect the women. But I mean, again, in the core, that money and power, the running engine, it doesn't care about the women or, the life of ladies. The main core is just to destroy the family, okay? So this is a tool.
Yeah, but
I mean, their
who are
purpose
you?
is
Are you
not to
talking
protect.
about the government again? That's trying to destroy the family?
Yeah,
So are you telling me the
about the
woman has nothing to
systems.
do with the divorce herself? It's the government that's making her get a divorce? I don't get
No,
why you
I
keep
said
going.
there's always an interaction of both of them. But
She's being brainwashed. The woman is being brainwashed. Yes.
Yes, correct. Yes, exactly
But,
correct.
okay,
by
by
social
who?
media,
Right.
by Facebook, by Instagram. That is how women are brainwashed.
But I think what number two is saying is
I-
they're being brainwashed by the government, which I don't think is the right answer.
Mhm. No, it's social media.
Social media, movies, series. Yep. Exactly.
That's how women are brainwashed. They see all these hot women on boats, on yachts, and say, "Oh, I can do that. Oh, does my husband provide me with that? No, he doesn't. Well, I can just divorce him and find a husband that will provide me with that."
exactly,
But
yes.
Even got friends, by the way.
9 times out of 10, they don't.
That's why. That's
Illusion.
why I mean that they don't want to protect the woman, okay? Because of this social media and exactly the role of Instagram is not to protect anyone, okay? It's just a crazy circle of advertisement and everything just with the running engine of money and power, and nothing else matters.
So what did the government run before the internet for women to get dates?
When you have this media like Instagram, means you have a lot of excitement every day.
I know.
Everything is
I'm asking you
refreshed.
before the
Everything
internet,
is
how did the
new.
women go around getting men?
I don't know. This is something very common in your society. You
In
should
our
answer this
society?
question.
No, I shouldn't, because you claimed that the government is controlling everything. So I'm asking you, if the government did it through the internet, before the internet, how did the government run anything into a woman to tell her that, hey, you know what, go with this guy and then get him for all his money and then leave him? How did the government do that before the internet?
No, let me ask you a basic question, because I don't know about the process in Canada and the US.
Right.
If a woman, okay, on one day gets up and say that I am fed up with this man just because of my choice without any logical reason,
Yeah.
she can go to the court and ask for a divorce and ask for the half of your money.
She doesn't have to ask. She'll get 50% at least.
She'll get correct.
No, without any logical reason.
Doesn't need a reason. I don't love him anymore. Done.
Yep, because they're not logical. They are not logical. They are only emotional.
No, because this process, this process is not logical. And who has allowed this process? The system of the government.
You know what it is? You know what the problem is? That you'd have to go into it telling her, hey, you know what? You got to sign this paper. It's called a prenuptial agreement, which means when we get married, what's mine is mine and what's yours is yours if we get a divorce, which isn't right way to go about things anyways, because who in their right mind would tell somebody they loved them to death and yet, oh, please sign this just in case we get a divorce? That should never cross your mind.
Doesn't make sense.
However, they will not sign it. I have seen
Of course
so
not.
many videos on Instagram saying, "Oh, babe, why are you making me sign a prenuptial agreement?"
That
I'm
means
like, "What?"
that means you don't
Yeah,
love me.
yeah, exactly.
They
And
play
they
they play
won't.
that on
And
you.
yeah, of course they do.
So Arthur,
Absolutely.
you get 50% no matter what. From day one, you're married, you get a divorce 10 minutes later, you got half the guy's stuff. Is that right?
So again, I said, again, no, again, this process is illogical. So in my country, if just the woman is able to prove that the life is impossible with that man, I don't know, because of addiction or because of the logical reason, she can do this thing. Unless nothing, she has to continue the life with that
Yeah,
man.
but even that way, why
Which one is more logical?
yeah, but even that's not logical because what does the man get out of that? Knowing that his wife doesn't even love him, she doesn't want to be with him, yet he controls the destiny if they get a divorce or not. He can just go and fuck around and not worry about your repercussions afterwards. Because it's his
With
choice,
all of
right?
these precautions, with all of these precautions, and the woman can use all of these consequences to prove that the life with that man is impossible.
And then, does she get half of his
She
stuff?
cannot get it. Yes, then she can get a divorce and get 50% of everything.
Well, I agree. However, this is the whole point of this whole conversation right now, is that the wife, she can marry a man, she can have kids, and if she gets bored, she can go out and fuck around, and then can say, "Oh, I want to divorce you," and she gets the kids, she gets 50% of your money, she gets the house, the cars, everything. So the woman, this is my whole point. The woman can do whatever she wants based on her emotions, and the man suffers because of that. That is why the whole system is set up to protect women.
And he also has a much lighter bank account.
Exactly. Now, I'm lucky that my ex didn't take any of my money. She took it plenty of years for paying half her bills, but paying half her bills was not good enough for her. She wanted me to pay 100%, and that's why she divorced me.
So Arthur, you still think it's government controlled, huh?
Again, this process means the process that you describe. I think it is again something intentional to destroy the family, because this illogical process, it is clear that one day the woman is going to get fed up and then destroy the family.
So why would she get fed up? Then she jumped into it to begin with. What's going to make her get fed up? Because he makes more than her?
Yeah, because all of the media, everything around you is going to send this message to you that you are fed up. You need to start and refresh a new relationship.
Exactly what I said. Exactly correct what I said.
Yeah, this is the role of Instagram. Yeah, that's right.
You know,
that's exactly what I just said.
Yeah, I totally agree with this point. This is the main role of social media in our world now.
Yep, that's right.
So, as I said earlier, then it's all has to do with the internet and all the social media because 60s, 70s, there was no computers, there was no internet. The divorce rate was so low.
Yeah, but why? Because you didn't have access to other people's lives, to all of these fancy things on Instagram. You
exactly correct.
Yeah, you thought that everything inside your family is perfect. Why? Because you didn't have any information about everybody on earth living in fancy life and fancy apartments.
Exactly correct.
But you know,
you are exactly correct.
The other difference, though, also back then, it was the woman stayed home. She didn't go for a job. She didn't go after work for a drink. There was no
True.
such thing. She stayed home, and when the husband came home, they spent the night together. Nowadays,
But Vakaga, I have a question for you.
yeah.
Do you know why feminism in the 60s and 70s was created?
Why?
Because they wanted to brainwash women to say, oh, I shouldn't stay home and cook for my husband and clean the house and do all this and raise the kids. They wanted women in the workplace to tax them. That is the whole point of feminism. So
To be
that women
civilized.
say, oh, I'm strong and independent and this and that and this and that, and I can go out and work. They only wanted their tax dollars.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, right. I agree about this.
But then they started working, and then after that, they wanted to get paid the same amount as a man, and start off with a small change, and then try to make the same bucks that the man makes.
Yeah. But no matter how much anybody makes,
It's never enough.
the government will always tax you.
Mhm.
Always. And that is why they destroyed the, what do they call it? The quote unquote nuclear family, because they wanted to blow it up.
But that
They
goes right
wanted-
back to what Arthur was saying.
Exactly correct. They
How,
wanted the tax dollars out of the women. That's why you see so many nurses. That's why you see so many women teachers.
but even all this, well, I don't want to talk too much about it, but the LGBTQ, do you guys have that in your countries, number 2 and number 4? Is that allowed in your country?
Well, recently it was not normalized, but it was practiced. Deep down, it was practiced.
What do you mean it was practiced?
Like people started to normalize it.
So it's
Not the
okay
government,
there now?
but just people, like communities.
So it's okay there now?
It's not okay, but they just do it by secret.
But if they
And in
get caught,
social
do they
media,
go to
they start
jail, or
to-
what happens to them if they get caught?
Of course, they go to jail, they get beaten up. But in social media, they're trying to make it normal. And those accounts run from outside the country.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm being real.
Is it all?
Yeah, exactly
What
right.
country are you in right now? What flag is that?
I'm originally from Sudan, but I live in the UK.
Okay, so that's a
I'm talking
Sudanese
about
flag.
Sudan. Yes.
So is it for like all those countries around there the same?
Not really sure, honestly.
So you know about Sudan, okay?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
But in
UK,
Iran, our constitution is based on Islam, and that these LGBT items are totally banned in Islam. And if you have any problems with that, if you feel that you want to change your sex, they even give you a loan to do that surgery. But if you just try to practice or advertise that concept, yes, you get arrested and get jailed. Yeah.
if you try to do it, but if you want to get it changed, they'll pay you for it.
For the surgery, yes,
That's
for
messed
surgery
up,
to
man.
change your sex. Yeah.
So in a way they promote it, in a way they don't want to promote it.
You know, the main message of Islam is the most important item in Islam is the marriage and family. Means the whole constitution is based to protect the family, not to protect the woman or man. And this case now, you have seen that what are those LGBT families? This, they have a husband, 2 men. They try to, to get some items from their with the man into the from the sister of that man. All of them the shit to start a family with 2 men.
No, but if there's a single guy that's 19 years old and wants to become a woman, The government will pay him to do the operation? Is that what you're saying?
I think the reason is because they believe that he has more woman chromosomes. I think they look at it in a scientific
Yeah,
way.
but that's totally upside down, man. Nasty.
Why not? You can ask for a loan if you need that one. If you really think that you need to change your sex, why not? They help you. But if you don't want to change your sex and start an LGBT family, yes, they're going to arrest you.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense. They would pay you to change your sex, but they'll kill you if you're interested in the same sex.
That's like
Yep.
contradiction.
Yeah, that's a total contradiction.
Why?
Contradiction.
Why is it a contradiction?
You don't get it?
No contradiction. Means you think you have that your physiology is going to direct you into the other sex, okay? So you think
But is that
you
not
can be a
against
good woman.
your religion or something? That's not against your religion.
No.
By sleeping with the same sex is against your religion. So if you become a woman,
Yeah.
then suddenly it's okay for you to sleep with a man. That's not against your religion?
No, actually, it is not just for your asking, okay? They do a lot of tests to check those chromosomes and hormones. It's not just based on your choice. Your physiology must prove that one, not just your mind.
How do you prove it? How do you prove you want to become a woman?
There's no way.
How the hell?
There's no way. Okay, hold up. Let me answer
Yeah.
Mavakaga's question.
Yeah.
Mavakaga, tomorrow, I want to become a woman.
Okay. Thank God you put you as the example. Yeah.
Yes. So, I go out tomorrow and I put on women's clothes
Come on, man.
and I
Yeah.
walk in high heels.
Shave
Does
the beard,
that make
eh?
me a woman?
Are you gonna shave or not
No,
shave the
Shave
beard?
the
no.
beard.
I said no. This problem is rooted in physiology, means based on some
Hormones and
chromosomes.
chromosomes.
Yeah, in some people, yes, there is a failure in the chromosome and hormones, and physiologically they can prove that one. If they can physiologically prove that one, the government is going to give them the loan. But if no, it is just something like a misunderstanding of that day. No, they're going to arrest you.
So as long
Okay,
as
by
you
that
see, but there, you see
then why
what you're
can't they just
saying is,
legalize it in the country?
yeah, what you're saying is in Iran, it's okay if you tell them that you want to change your operation. Here and in the States, you can walk into a woman's washroom, come out, say you're a woman, and you will not get arrested. Those are the facts. Brian has heard about this numerous times. I'm sure he's seen it numerous times, where a guy will go into a woman's washroom, he'll come out, somebody will say, hey, what are you doing? That's a woman's washroom. And he will say, I'm a woman. And that's it. No more questions.
Yes. Exactly.
So it's totally normal.
Well, if you want to
No,
call
it's
that
not.
normal,
No,
I mean,
it's not normal.
for lack of a better word.
It's not normal.
This is
It's not.
again that illogical process by that system. So what does it mean? You should change your way from the beginning. In this case, anybody can be a man, and man, you're going to say just in a matter of seconds, change your sex.
Yeah, it's an abuse the system because you're allowed, you're able to.
But I don't know, our system does not allow this one. If you have this feeling, you need to prove it. Physiologically, they help you.
How can you prove that? I don't understand how you can prove it.
I said,
You're born a
no,
man.
I'm not a physician. No, I'm not a physician. But some people have this problem physiologically, means there is something wrong with their hormones and chromosomes.
Nope.
You are either born a man or a woman. There is no third.
With their chromosomes. They have a problem with their brain.
Their mind.
Exactly. If the problem is inside the just brain, okay, our system is going to fight against that one. But if the main problem is inside your body and inside your physiology, our system is going to help them.
Okay. Well, let me say, Mavaka, do you remember from the year 1990, 36 years ago, Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Correct. And Miko Hughes stood up and said, boys have a penis, girls have a vagina, and it is not changed ever and will not ever change.
Once again, after the internet, this all changed. Before, on a sheet of paper, there's either an M or an F. And it doesn't mean motherfucker, It means male or female. Right? There is no 20 other boxes. There's only 2 boxes, an M and an F.
It doesn't exist.
So when you're telling me, Arthur, that somebody says that there's something wrong with their body, it's not functioning properly, I don't buy that for a minute, that they need to change into something that they're not.
No. I agree
Again, about that too, okay?
100%.
Can't it be possible that they can go for a psychologist to fix that problem for them?
They don't hear. They do not do that here in the United States. If they are mentally ill and they have gender dysphoria, well, they just go and say they're a woman or a man, or do, cut off their breasts, or, no. Mental illness is not addressed here in the United States.
Number 2 and number
But
4.
it is,
Yeah, sorry, Brian, go ahead.
no, I was just saying it is mental illness.
Yes, it's just
Go ahead,
like
brother.
I was going to say to number 2 and number 4. In Canada, in the States, I'm sure it's all over the world. If you kill somebody and you go to the court and say you're crazy, you have to prove you're crazy. But if you kill somebody, aren't you crazy to kill somebody? So
Of course you are.
right. So how can you say, oh, but I'm crazy, so you should give me a lesser sentence? But yet anybody that kills anybody is crazy to begin with. So how do you find that as a defense?
Not at all. It's not a
you
defense.
You can't prove that. You're insane. You killed somebody. You're insane. You're born a guy. You can't one day wake up at 20 years later and say, hey, you know what? I'm feeling like a woman. What's going on inside my body? Spank one out and you'll see how quickly you're a man again.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely can't change it.
You're so right about that.
The guy that feels like he's a woman, it's called gay. That's what it's called. It's not called he has to change his body parts into a woman. He wants another man. He's still a man. He's a gay.
You're right.
It's got nothing to do with him being a female. He's a man. Look at Sodom and Gomorrah.
You're exactly correct.
Look at Sodom and Gomorrah. How come he didn't get an operation?
That's exactly what it is, Mavakuga, Sodom and Gomorrah. You're exactly correct, Mavakuga.
That goes right to the beginning. What did he do? How did he get changed? He got killed is what he got.
Dude, Mavakuga, you are exactly correct and on point.
Well, I mean, that's what happened. Right?
It is what it, yeah, of course it is. And we, here exist now to try to fight against this. But let me ask you a trivia question to try to lighten the mood just a little bit.
Yeah.
So, I was given the trivia question. Name the band member.
Name the band what?
So, the band member. The band member.
Yeah.
So, I will give you 2 band members, and then you have to give me the third. And if you give his real name, then you will receive extra points.
That was going to be hard, in other words.
No,
right,
not
let's
quite.
try it.
Not
Let's
quite,
try it.
because I know you are so knowledgeable about that.
All right, let's go. What is it?
The 2 band members that I will give you, and you must give me the third, is Andy Summers, Stuart Copeland, and
Or whatever Sting's real name is.
yep, you got it immediately.
But
Yes.
what's Sting's Bernard Sumner, isn't it?
No, you got it half correct. It's Gordon Sumner.
Ah, okay.
Yep,
Yeah.
you got it. You got it. No, you got it. No, I award 20 extra points to you, brother.
Go with Sting. It works anyways.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
The police were a
Have
great
you-
band.
Have you ever seen the Police up in Canada?
I think 83 or 84. I saw them in concert. Yeah.
Wait, no shit.
Yeah.
You saw them in 83?
Yeah. Yeah. I was at the C&E Bandshell, which doesn't exist anymore.
Holy shit, man. That was like on their Synchronicity tour.
Yeah, before Sting went solo. And that was such garbage now. After he went solo, Sting sucks. I don't know if you like him,
Oh, he does.
but the Police are a great band.
Oh, well, I really think, they're all based on reggae.
Yeah.
Stuart Copeland, who is from Virginia,
Oh, yeah.
he's American. But Andy Summers and Sting, Gordon Sumner, were from the UK.
Yeah.
But yeah, however, they really got like the reggae, like it was always like reggae or Africans,
Yeah.
like spirits in the material world.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a great song!
Yeah, Police were great, man.
Yeah. Oh, the Police are great, brother.
Where
I
are you
agree.
in the UK?
I love
Number 4.
I'm in Burnley, close to Manchester.
Oh, Burnley. Okay.
Oh, he's up there. He's up there.
Oh, so you're close to Manchester. So you're close to the Oasis brothers there.
Yes.
I guess there was a big stink about it
They're a
last year
bunch
when
of
they went on
assholes.
tour, right?
What is that?
I said, I guess there was a big stink about them last year when they went on tour there, after 25 years or whatever it was.
I wasn't there last year actually. Just moved
okay.
on.
So what made you go to the UK? Work or?
No, I had to escape the war in Sudan. That's why.
Okay, I hear you. Well, you're much safer now, right?
Yes, kind of. But getting better.
Good, man. Good to hear. All right, number 2. You gotten a little bit quiet. I hope my aggressive talk didn't scare you off, man. Just getting it a little heated debate,
Oh, no, not at all, yeah.
All right, cool. Just didn't want you to misunderstand me, that's all.
No problem. Would you like to change the topic?
Anything, man. It doesn't matter. It's all good. Brian, this is your channel, man. You can talk about whatever you want, man.
I want to talk about music and bands.
Anything you want.
I
Man.
hate. All right. Let me think. All right. Okay. Tell me. Let me give you 2 members of the band, and you tell me what the band is.
Okay.
And I know you know this, motherfucker. Jerry Cantrell and Lane Staley.
Alice in Chains.
Yes, 100%. You knew it.
Where was Shannon Hoon from?
Shannon Hoon. Oh my God. Oh, dude. Shannon Hoon was from Blind Melon.
There you go. You're on the ball too, man.
Yes, dude. You know your fucking music, brother.
Well, mid-90s, that one.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know Lane Staley died 26 years ago now? That's crazy.
Yeah, and I think Shannon Hoon was a couple of years before that, too.
Yeah, Shannon Hoon died. That's right.
All in the mid-90s, late 90s.
Yep.
Yep. Unfortunately. Someone dreaming their lizard or something?
Yeah, I am. I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
okay.
sorry. I meant to put it on mute.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I meant to put it on mute.
That's
I'm so
okay,
sorry.
man. That's all right. I was the only one that caught it anyway. You're in the men's washroom, right?
Oh no, I'm in the women's
Oh
washroom.
yeah, you're allowed. Right. What did you want to ask? Number 4.
Yeah, I want to ask, like, is music frequencies used for healing or treatment?
Yes.
Or why is it banned?
Brian, go ahead.
You are exactly correct, sir. Music frequency was healed, and that is why they stole all the bells out of every single chapel.
Why is it being changed? Sorry.
Go ahead, sir. Repeat, please.
Yeah, why the drums are being changed, unlike back then in history?
Oh, yeah. Oh, because they were healing. They healed entire towns. When the bells rang out, it was to heal everybody with frequencies. But yeah, no, now they just want everybody to be sick and, coughing and whatever.
So, like, it's not being used right now these days in healing, the frequencies.
Well, you can go onto YouTube and look at binaural beats or get the frequencies and you can hear them in your ears and they will heal you.
Right, okay. Yeah, that was my question. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Mavaka, do you have a question for me, man?
Wait a minute. I was just gonna say to Arthur and Obey, make sure you follow the two of us. We do live streams almost every night, so you guys are always welcome back on
Yes.
stage with us.
Yes.
As well as Emily, who's listening down at the bottom.
Yes. One of my.
Yeah, I followed you guys. Do you open up every day at the same time?
More or less, yeah, around 11 Eastern PM, yeah. Around the same time we were on
try
tonight,
to.
yeah. More or less.
We try to. This man, hold up. I don't know which one of you can hear me, but this man here has been my friend now for 6 years, and he has been the greatest friend that I've ever had. Him and his wife, Kai.
Appreciate it, bro.
I can't. Oh, no, I mean it. I mean it, brother. I mean it.
Well, I know you're sincere. You wouldn't be joking around for the last 6 years about it.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
Of course. Absolutely.
That's cool. Did you guys heard about the Ice Wall Adventures in Discord?
I haven't. Brian, have you?
The what?
The Ice Wall Adventure.
Oh, the ice wall. Yes, of course. I know the earth is flat. Here we go back to flat
Brian,
earth.
yeah, Brian knows all this stuff. Trust me. Any question you ask, anything to do with conspiracy or realism, he'll have the answer for you. Honestly.
Yep.
Tell him, Brian. Show him your expertise.
Oh, absolutely. The earth is surrounded by an ice wall. We are not a floating planet. We are a flat disk surrounded by an ice wall. Yeah, no, there has been so many proofs that the earth is flat. And it is. It is.
Like number 4, what's your feeling?
Of course, I'm a flat earther, yeah.
Okay.
I believe in flat earth.
All right, cool.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And number 2?
No, I have no idea about this issue.
What do you feel?
It's not an issue.
Yeah. Just your feet.
It's not really an issue. Just your opinion.
No opinion. No. Okay. Number 2. Do you believe the states went to the moon?
I have seen some documentaries that it was all of the show. It was just a fabricated show.
Yep.
I have not made any research about that one. Yes.
Research more because it was a fabricated show.
Yeah,
Of course. It was done in Hollywood.
It absolutely was. You are exactly correct, Obey No I.
So That's why at the beginning of the conversation, I mentioned that United States uses everything to satisfy the public opinions. Okay, either
Exactly.
fabrications or anything to actually mislead and to satisfy that opinion. And it could some days it is a flight to the moon, drug dealing, or the life of civilians, weapons of mass destructions, but all of them are just the cover, misleading covers, and the running engine and the inside is different from what they show.
You're exactly correct, Arthur. I agree completely.
Did you guys hear about Char, who's trying to go to the ice wall?
Who was trying to go to the ice wall? Who?
Char.
Char. Who?
Char.
Are you saying Jar or Char? Or who's that?
Char, Char.
Who's that?
He's a TikToker. He talks about the conspiracies about the ice wall. So he's just like trying to go to the ice wall trip.
I don't know, Brian.
And there has been a lot of talk about this.
No, I have not heard about this.
He's trying to go to where?
To the ice wall.
So he's going, or he's trying to go, or what?
Yeah, he's like trying to go there, and he's like trying to form people with him to go over there, and it's just like going to be something sponsored. He has a TikTok channel. If you just write Char Ice Wall, he'll pop up for you. You can see it, and he has a Discord channel as well.
Okay, cool.
When
he talks about
when is he planning to go?
I'm gonna look that up, brother.
I'm not sure yet. They're just still planning for it, and they're talking seriously about it.
Okay.
But again, there might be some obstacles, as you all know about it.
Of course.
So, do you believe we're living in a dome?
In a dome?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
A dome.
In other words,
like a snow globe. Like a snow globe.
It is a snow globe.
Do you know what I mean? Like a dome. What a dome is. Do you know?
Yes, we are. We're all surrounded by the ice wall, and then I've seen recently a picture of the world map where there are some continents beyond the ice wall.
There is. You're right. You are exactly right. And
but I don't know why they're trying to protect and hide it. I mean, from breaking through the ice wall by army and military.
Well, what are they hiding?
Not cold as they assume,
What are they hiding in Area 51?
Experiments.
Of?
Experiments of things that they discovered from beyond the ice wall.
But how is it from beyond the ice wall?
I've seen in Google Maps as well. There was some laboratory over there. We were talking about the laboratory in Antarctica.
Yeah, but how'd they get it out of the dome?
It's impossible.
Exactly. It is impossible. Exactly.
It's impossible.
Yep. Correct. All you have to do is look up Operation Fishbowl in the 1950s?
Early 50s, I think.
Yeah, 50s, probably, yes.
Yeah, where they exploded nukes against the dome. And you can see it is called Operation Fishbowl. Look it up.
Yeah, the fishbowl. Yeah. I've read about it. The fishbowl experiment, yes.
Yep. Okay. So, dude, you know.
This guy's on the ball, man.
He is. But the whole point, Babakaga and Obey Noai, the whole point of it is to make sure that they control you, that you are not placed here, and that you are just an insignificant being on a spinning ball shooting through outer space. It's not true. Every one of you is significant. You were placed here for a reason. That is the whole point, because in the 1950s, 40s, That's why they created NASA, to say, oh, we're just a spinning ball. I mean, if you look at the intro to, I'm not sure what the movie studio is. I think it's Universal. Look at the Universal intros, and they have this spinning globe. Oh, but why did not those pictures not come out until the 1950s or 60s? Because it's not true. It's not true.
A web in place to fulfill their agenda.
Exactly. But the whole point of it is that they want to make you feel that you are evolved from nothing but primordial sludge. And that's not true. That is not true. Dinosaurs were never real. They
Exactly.
were never real.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, number four.
Recently,
Number four, I just want to ask you, how do you think they built the pyramids?
as a human being, not human being being able to build the pyramids, it was built by, I could say, outer creatures.
Okay, so you for sure wasn't humans, right? It wasn't the Egyptians or whatever.
It wasn't, and you could clearly see in the drawings, they were drawing like, how do you say it, like spaceships, kind of, how do you say it? Yeah, it was drawn like, even the pyramids, it was drawn like properly that you could see the grays or the aliens.
That's what I said to everybody who doubts it. There's drawings of aliens right inside the pyramids.
Absolutely, yes.
You know what I mean? Starry. Brian, you want to introduce number five? She's saying that they have instruments. Let's see what kind of instruments she's talking about.
Hey, Starry, we talked last night. How are you, Starry?
Oh, returning customer.
I'm good. How are you? How are you all?
Good.
Hi, Starry.
Welcome to Brian's channel. What instruments are you referring to? What kind of instruments?
I don't know, but maybe they have something like a river, and they put like these rocks, and they drag it.
With what?
I don't know. I don't know. They said they are humans.
Yeah, but you saw how big the rocks are, right? How do you put them one on top of the other like that?
Yeah. They said it's like heavy, and no one can. Even 10 humans are.
Okay, I have a question for you. Sorry, I have a question for you, Starry. What about the pyramids that is discovered under the water in the sea? How was it built?
What is it?
The pyramids which were discovered under the sea.
Under the sea? Where?
Sand. I think you're trying to say under the sand.
It was under the water. There are pyramids discovered.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Where?
Yeah, but
in Egypt?
Even the ones in Egypt. How do we know that's just the tip of the pyramid? How do we know there's not a whole thing under the sand?
I don't know. It's complicated.
And what
But
other?
Think about it.
but
Like,
how
say something.
has have you not seen the recent I don't even know what they call it, GPR, ground penetrating radar, where they
Yeah, I saw that.
where they have seen it's basically like a plug where the pyramids of Egypt go down into the
Down,
earth.
yeah, deep down.
Yeah, exactly. But
Maybe they are like not people.
Exactly. Yeah, Brian, did you ask her yesterday if she thinks the Earth is flat?
no, I did not. We didn't get into that deep.
Okay, Starry, do you think the Earth is flat?
No,
How come?
physics, sun, yeah.
Okay, what about the sun? What does that have to do with flat or round?
Okay, now it's morning, and maybe in other country it's night, so that's enough, I guess. It's not flat. If it's flat, I will see you
How?
from far away with a telescope.
With a telescope, you can see through buildings and then the water
Wait.
and everything?
Yeah, if it's flat, because it's flat.
Yeah, but it's flat. How can you see
round,
straight through everything?
It's not. If it's round, I will not see you because you are like in other place, another side.
Brian, if even if it's flat, like she's saying it's not, I still wouldn't be able to see you even with a telescope.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
How can
No. If you watch like a car,
yeah,
okay, from I don't know how to explain, but if you watch how the car like coming, it's like coming up. It's not like flat, like it's
coming up
I
what?
don't know how to explain it. When you take a ride and you let someone to watch you,
Yeah.
it will, your car, it will like, I don't know how to make
So you mean to say, like, when you see a car coming from far away, you see it coming from down top?
Yeah.
So when you're in a plane, what do you
Coming
see?
over the curvature of the Earth.
Yeah,
Exactly,
it's like
that's
a
what
curve.
Planes,
It's like there's a
planes
curve.
fly.
So what about airplanes?
No. Exactly.
What about airplanes?
When you look out of airplane window, what do you see? Any curvature?
No.
So what do you see when you're in an airplane?
Exactly.
Okay, no, wait. It's not flat because it's big, and when you see a ball from like upper,
Yeah.
okay, it's flat, but when you go back, you will see it like around.
That's the horizon. That's looking at the horizon.
The horizon, yeah.
That's it. No,
Okay, if it's flat,
Yeah.
how come we don't see sunrise and like and night at the same time and the moon at the same time?
Oh, well, I can answer that exactly as today, where the sun was shining, yet the moon went, from my vision, it was visible.
There, yeah. I saw that too, and I was thinking, how's that?
Because the moon and the sun are two celestial beings that rotate around the flat Earth, and sometimes they come into contact with each other. Do you know what Jacob's ladder is?
No.
No, I doubt it.
Okay. Well, Mavakaga, do you know what Jacob's ladder is?
Yeah, there was also the movie on it too.
Yes. Nope. One of the greatest movies from 1990 with Tim Robbins.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
love that
why the NASA and these people, they don't say it's flat to us?
Okay,
why?
so
what's
now
their purpose?
Okay,
to
so
hide this from
money,
our
like everything else. Why did they say we went to the moon? Okay, did we go to the moon? Did the States go to the moon?
No. It's a lie.
Oh.
Okay, so that's okay. So why do you believe some things but not other things then? Why do you say they never went to the moon?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
So but you said you don't believe that they went to the moon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so why are you so adamant that the Earth is not flat? The example you gave me was a telescope and the car coming towards you is not round.
Maybe I'm still stick with the idea and some.
It's what they thought in school.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I'm still like, how? I study this.
In school, yeah.
Yeah, in school.
That's the reason. No wonder.
Can I explain what Jacob's Ladder is?
Yeah, of course.
It's
Sure,
not
yeah.
only
Yeah.
a great movie from the 1990s. Jacob's Ladder is when you look up into the sky and you can see the sun rays beaming down from the clouds in all different directions. If the sun is 93 million miles away, then the light will only come down in a straight line. However, that is not the case. You see light, and Mavaka, I know you've seen Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah.
It comes down in all directions.
Yeah, there's like different
what-
ways. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because the light source is within the clouds. It's not 90 or 93 million miles away. The sun is in the clouds.
Yeah. Sorry. Did you have a question?
Yeah, I remember there is a place or city, I don't know. They like don't have a sun, like they stay all night without
Alaska.
sun
It's in
for
Alaska.
1 month. Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. What about it?
Is it a clue for like the earth is not flat?
Brian?
Maybe.
Number
Or it's
3.
Well,
flat.
I have a very simple explanation for that because Alaska is in the center of the flat Earth, and the sun and the moon rotate around, and the sun goes in a spiral. The moon will go in one simple direction, which is why you see it, but the sun spirals in and out. So when Alaska has, what do they call it, 23 days or something, I don't know what it's called. That is when the sun is spiraling around Alaska. That is why it is daytime all the time, because it moves in and out. The sun spirals, the moon never changes.
Number 2, you wanted to ask me something?
Okay.
Yeah, I have listened to all of your conclusions and details, and I have recognized a deep paradox in your conclusions. On the one hand, you believe in the conspiracy and a source and system try to mislead or conspire you about some fundamental physical issues. You said that yes, there is a source trying to mislead you and from the fact that the earth is flat. But on the other hand, you do not accept that that system and that source is interfering in your everyday life and your social life and all of your issues about, divorce and marriage. You may say, oh, in the case of physics, you accept that one, but in the case of sociology and your family relationship, you reject that one.
I have no idea what you're talking about. What do I reject?
You said that all of these divorces are just based on individuals, not just, it is not the fault of the system. But you said about the physical issues, you said that there is a source trying to mislead you from the fact that the earth is flat. And it is a paradox. If there's a system trying to mislead you, it would mislead you in your
One is about
society,
the world, one
your
is about
family
human beings.
relationships.
There's two different things we're talking about here. Are we talking about land and space, or are we talking about human beings?
I'm talking about the source trying. You're talking about the conspiracy. You're talking about the source trying to mislead you about the
Yeah,
physical
but the
facts.
divorce rate is
about
not a source that's misleading. I wasn't misleading anybody. 75% of divorce rate is caused by women. That's got nothing to do with the
about
government.
the
That's got to
cause.
do with the human being.
How
That's what I
do you
said.
know that Yeah. How do you know that it is not again a conspiracy to destroy the whole family?
So okay. And what about your theory of your
It is a
government?
conspiracy. It is a conspiracy. Sorry, it's a conspiracy.
So what about your theory about your government paying $1,000 to a guy that wants to be a woman? Is that the guy's choice, or is it the government's choice, or whose choice is that? So how am I changing my story? Yeah, now you're muted. I'm asking you the question.
Yeah. Actually, my daughter has just got up. Okay, I gotta go. Thank you so much for the conversation. I learned a lot from you. I hope to talk to you later in
Take it easy.
next voice room. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for coming up.
Bye bye.
This guy talking about I changed my
All right.
mind or something social, or what's he talking about?
He has no idea what he's talking about.
I'm
He
contradicting what? I didn't contradict anything.
No,
Well,
you did
He
not.
was on mute. He was on mute a while ago, so I think he didn't just catch up what we're saying.
Probably. Okay.
You did not, Mavakaga. You only spit facts. You did not contradict yourself in any way because you only spit facts.
Yeah, but this guy was the same guy who told us the government's trying to control everybody. Then he comes out and says, but it's okay for a guy to walk up to the government and say, hey man, I want to become a woman, give me $1,000, and the government gives it to him. So what the hell's he talking about?
Exactly.
And that's the same government.
Yeah, that he has an issue with, but yet he's okay with the government giving the guy money in a country where that's totally forbidden, but the government's cool with it as long as you ask them nicely. Get the hell out of here.
Exactly. Totally forbidden.
funny,
but
right?
if you ask
Yeah,
nicely,
totally
I can
contradict
become a
himself.
woman. Yes.
And
So I'm
going
gonna go put on a wig and wear high heels and say, hey, I'm Brian or Brianna.
Yeah, but you don't
or
even have to go that
whatever,
far. You don't have to put on anything. Just say you're a woman, and you're accepted. You can go in the women's washroom.
Yeah, exactly.
It happens every day.
It does.
And that's like the
But
norm
with
now.
my voice, yeah, well, with my voice, if I can go into a woman's washroom and say, oh, hi, I'm Brian. Oh, no, let me look at you peeing. Who the hell is going to believe that?
Yeah.